Three, two, one. Now, welcome to the third part of this fucking three-parter. First time we do this. Zoom is not being a homie today, so we got. Okay, I got them already in here. Cool. There you go. Let's admit both of them. Joining. If you have not listened to the first part, go listen to that. If you have not listened to the second part, go listen to that. This is the third part. Did you get your beer? Let me see. I want to believe it. Did you get your drink?
Yeah.
Let me
I'm
see.
like three additional shots in. Okay.
You're lying. You don't sound
three additional.
No,
3 additional on top of. No, yeah. You guys left me alone for way too long.
What are you cooking? That look good.
Good nap. Not gonna lie. Wow. I'm cooking chicken and vegetables, cauliflower fried rice.
Sounds good. Looks appetizing.
Yeah, no, I think it's good. It's good and easy to make.
Before we get distracted, I don't want to. I don't know if something that's weird. I did it 2 times in a row, so I don't want to. Let's just jump in right into the podcast. Let's jump into. Tell me the gist of it. You guys tell me everything you guys want to share. You guys, because after we can finish up and talk about if there's time permitting, but I want to make sure that we encompass it and we address it. Or else we could just keep kind of going with what we're doing, which I kind of like too. But I mean, I don't want you to tomorrow be like, damn, we talked for fucking hour and 40 minutes. I didn't say nothing, or I didn't, But I feel like this is kind of a great intro to you guys. So then people be like, oh, damn, they are relatable. They are chill. Let me go check them out. Authentic, like in organic way.
Yeah, I mean, we're like 2 best friends. We just started a podcast, and like I said, it was just something that it was Marce's idea, and it just turned out to what it is right now. Just providing information to our, the Hispanic culture, and I think number one thing is just inspiring and like motivating people.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can get lost in your thoughts, or the other little mind that you have kind of will talk you out of certain situations. So I feel that for us, we just want to motivate, just inspire, just go out and do it. And we both have a YouTube. We both for me it's I am Rosslyn TV, and then for Marcela it's _Marcela.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for me on my YouTube, I was doing a lot of beauty and comedy, but now I'm focusing more on marketing. So I will be uploading more marketing videos, how to grow your page. Also starting a marketing program, which is a 90-day program for people that don't know how to either start their social media, to what content should they do, or maybe I've been doing this for so long and haven't tried IGTV videos, or I just basically help them grow from A to Z. So that's my focus right now is marketing. And aside from that, we have our regular jobs in a tax accounting office for me.
Marce?
Yeah, for me, I mean, hey, don't give me the mic, okay? Because I'll take over the 40 minutes. No, but yeah, for me, I always want to inspire people. And like I said earlier, we all have a past. We all have like a struggle. We all have a story to tell. And I feel like my purpose, and each day, like the universe confirms that this is like my purpose in life is just to inspire people and to show people, and specifically women, that you can do whatever it is you want. You can be whoever it is that you want to be. And if you stay true to yourself and you follow your dreams, and I know this sounds super cliche, because when you listen to successful people, they're like, follow your dreams. And you're like, fuck, I am. What the fuck? What's happening? But you really have to stay true to yourself, and you will get results. Like, you definitely will. And I feel like I said, I want to really focus my YouTube on manifesting. I truly believe in the law of attraction, and whatever you want to call it, the universe, God, your prayers, whatever it is that you label your beliefs in, it's totally okay. But when you want something and you want it really, really, really bad, everything, like all the pieces to the puzzle come together. And I want to be a representation of that. I want to be able to share my journey, my struggles, and show you that what you want to be and what you aspire to be, you can be. So I think that's what me and Rosslyn are all about, you know. Another thing is that we are, of course, we are Latinas y Amigas. I come from a Salvadorian background, so both my parents are Salvadoreños, and Rosslyn comes from a Guatemalan background, so both her parents are from Guatemala. So I think it's super cool that we come from different Central American countries, and we both have, although they're very similar, we speak different caliches, as you say in Spanish, and we have different like foods and everything. So it's super cool to see that we're Hispanic, we're Latinas, but at the same time we're a bit different, you know. So diversity is super cool. So I think that's what we represent.
What I like about that too is like, as a Mexican, like my parents were born in Mexico. I personally myself too, but it bothers me when they label Latinos, Hispanics, like Mexicans. Not just in the good stuff. I mean, not just in the bad stuff, but in the good stuff. Like, oh, Mexicans are hard workers. Like Latinos, you know, everybody from fucking Peru, Bolivia, everybody. It's not just like. And I always see that, and I always try to open people's eyes because, I mean, not in a racist way, but you know, like when, not just Mexicans either, I don't want to encompass them, but like when Latinos see an Asian person, be it from Korea, Japan, China, they're like, oh, el chinito. And you're like, dude, you hate it when they tell you Mexican, but yet you do the same. So it's kind of like, and people like yourself, you know, where you're not, because I unfortunately, I had the experience where I met people where they're like ashamed to say where they're from, you know, like they say they're Mexican even though they're from somewhere else. I'm like, dude, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Like, be proud of who you are. Be proud of what made you, you know. And for you guys to be able to just be like, this is who I am. This is where I'm from. You know, love it or hate it. You know, this is what it is. And I think that's like empowering because even though it's like the age of wokeness and, you know, the age of like everybody has an opinion, there's still people that hide behind this little appearance that we all have, you know, that still kind of shield away from the hate by putting that little shield in front of them that will protect them. And you guys are like, nope, this is who I am. And it's beautiful to see.
Yeah. And, you know, like, I'm giving an example. For example, when I met my husband, I told him I'm Guatemalan. He was like, what? What is that? He's Mexican. He's like, I thought everybody's Mexican. You know what I mean? So it just lets you know, like, some people either like their parents don't talk about it or they just don't find out. But you know, Mexico is a big country.
Yeah, it's a big country.
It's a big country, so sometimes, you know, we get lost in the sauce in there because we're smaller, you know.
I think the biggest issue is that it's right next door, so they, you know, usually cross through Mexico, so they just assume it's like all of them are Mexican.
Right. And I lived in El Salvador, you know, so I've been, and I know it sounds really dumb because when you read it or when you hear it, it does sound dumb, but it really isn't, where you're not one or the other. You know, when I was 17 years old, I went to live to El Salvador. And when I went over there, I was like not accepted at all. People were like, yeah, no, like you don't speak like us. You don't dress like us. You don't have the same beliefs. Like I was 17, you know, so I was like really bullied really bad over there, like really bad. And I just felt like, what the fuck over there? When I was over there, obviously, you know, in El Monte, it's like a lot of Mexicans, you know, and usually here in LA, there's a lot of Salvadorians, by the way, a lot of Central Americans, but you know, the majority of Latinos are Mexican. So I wasn't like Hispanic enough, you know. It was like, even my Spanish, I was like, oh, okay, ¿qué quieres? What? ¿Por qué dices qué querés? ¿Qué es eso? You know?
I mean, ¿qué quieres? Say it right.
No, and I'd be like, oh my God, I want to go to a piscina. They'd be like, what? I'd be like, hello, piscina, you know, pool. You mean alberca? And I was like, I don't know what that is. So right here, it wasn't like I wasn't that Hispanic. I wasn't like taken serious, you know? And over there it was, and I know like when you hear people, when they say, I wasn't white enough, I wasn't Mexican enough, you're just kind of like, oh, kind of shut up, you know?
Ni
But
soy de
it's true.
aquí, ni soy de allá.
No, but it's true. It really is true, you know? And I'm telling you, with like being American Salvadorian, when I went to live over there, I was not accepted. I was seen as like a foreigner, although in my mind, I was like 100% Salvadorian. I was like, yeah, I was born here and raised here in the United States, but I felt because my parents are born and raised in El Salvador, so I'm like a first generation Latina. So I felt like I knew the slang, I knew the traditions because my parents, that's all they taught me and everything. But yet when I went to go live over there, I was not like a Salvadorian. I was viewed as like an outcast. And when I was here, it's like, no, people are like, no, why do you speak Spanish like that? Why is your accent like that? You know? So anyways, that's why I feel even more connected to our podcast, Amigas y Latinas, just because we bring that extraness to the Latino community here in LA, you know? Yeah, because a lot of people are Mexican. There's a lot of Mexican friends and followers. And I mean, my boyfriend is Mexican. Rosslyn's husband is Mexican, you know? So, and that's perfectly okay. But that's why I feel even like a bigger purpose about our podcast, because we bring that Latino side that not everyone is like aware of, you know? And that's that Central America sauce.
Amen.
You know what the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is?
We're extraordinary.
You know what the difference is, though.
No, go ahead. Let us know the difference.
That little extra, like you said, you bring that little extra. That's all that makes a world of difference.
Yeah.
Yep. Can't be the same. You gotta be different, right? Yeah. There's like, you know how we were talking about before, that if you share your story, you're gonna find people that can relate to you. And I'm sure if that's how we feel, you know, being Central American, that we're not forgotten, but there's not a lot of us, clearly. You know, there's people that want to relate to that. So I think that's why we're so relatable. And, you know, in our podcast, we really just wanted like a platform for us to just talk, you know, just speak our mind, because, you know, we're very opinionated. And I think podcast is like the way to go. I agree with you, Hector, how you're saying people should start the podcast. Yeah, I feel like people should, because you never know, like you could be very, I mean, I'm sure everybody is interesting, but there's people out there that are just gonna really just love your personality and just follow you for you.
Exactly.
So. It's especially like, no lie, it's hard in the sense of like, it's hard, but I mean, it's pretty easy. Like a microphone, laptop, even a computer, and then just fucking Anchor. I mean, I don't even use Anchor, but that's the one that everybody tells me they use. Anchor, Libsyn, Pod. Like there's so many outlets where you can just be like, okay, how do I start a podcast? And there's like 1,000 videos on how to start on each platform, and then just kind of see. There's a lot of people try it and they don't like it. Like, I don't really, you know, the microphone makes me feel weird, or I don't know if people are gonna listen to. Like, I had friends tell me like, what if nobody listens? I'm like, well, that's cool.
Who cares?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. I'm enjoying the conversations. Like when I first started, it was all like not friends, but all friends. Like, except I introduced it to the world as like this MMA fighter. He just happens to be my friend, right? But nobody knew that. Like this MMA fighter.
Yeah.
Small business owner. This fucking yada yada. This yada yada, and it was all like people in my world. But to the audience, they were like, "Whoa, these people are so cool." But in my life, it was like, these are all my personal friends. They just done extraordinary things. And that helped grow the audience, because it was, if I just say, hey, my good buddy that I know since third grade is going to be on, people like, who gives a fuck? But when you put their credentials first and foremost, they're like, oh, damn, this sounds badass. And now we have a great relationship, because I do know him. He is a buddy from third grade, you know? And then it just grows and grows. And that's why I tell people, like, look at my list. I don't have quote unquote celebrities. Granted, I just got the guy from Aaron Frazier, Duran Jones, and the Indications an episode ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had the lead singer from the Deliriums, Angel Salgado, twice. We text now like buddies. Like, yeah, but these are all connections that came through this. You get me? Like, and people are like, how do you get them on? I'm like, Francisco Rivera. He's on Fox Sports, like doing the World Series, doing LAFC. He's their announcer. During the quarantine, me and him just did an episode. You get me? Like, these are all connections because they see, like, I'm a nobody, like I said, and yet people like relate to it. People enjoy the content where it becomes okay, these guys are coming on here for a reason. It's just not you and your buddies, you know, like it's a legit show. And that's why I don't know if you guys have to deal with it. I dealt with it a lot. So many cancellations in the first 6 months. That's what's like added to the stress of like not being able to release because people were like, yeah, yeah. But to them, it was just like, if I miss it, so what, you know, because they weren't taking it seriously. And I feel like that's a big difference between then and now. Because although it's not a serious show, like I do take it seriously. Like this is something that I enjoy doing, but I also kind of take it seriously. And people were like, something came up, I can't do it. And then I'd see their story and they're like out of a bargain, which is cool. Do your thing.
Don't we always have that feeling though?
Yeah, no, do your thing, dude. I love it. But now I'm in the bind. Like I didn't plan nobody else. I didn't have a backup for you to cancel on me. You get me? Like found an emergency, whatever it may be. Cancellations happen all the time. I canceled on you guys last week, you know. We had to postpone it because of my schedule. And things happen. I get it. But when you're just kind of like, oh, this is like, people weren't taking it seriously. Whereas now they're like, yo, bro, can I get on? I have this week scheduled. I got next week. Let's look in 2 weeks, you know, see how things go. Because
exactly.
it just kind of like, oh, damn, this kid's not playing around. Like, this is for reals. And then I hate the word validation, but that validation when they see like, this guy's fucking touring the world on a badass band. And he's taking 2 hours to sit down and talk to Hector. Like, maybe I should give him, you know, like, not the respect, not the word I'm looking for, but like the, okay, you know what? I'm going to take this seriously because it is something that's worth taking seriously. And I don't know if you guys have to deal with it, but I dealt with so many early cancellations.
We've dealt with it. And at the end of the day, it's, I mean, it can be upsetting, but at the end of the day, it's not their dream, it's our dream.
Yeah.
And I've heard, actually last week, I think I was on someone else's podcast and she shared like this quote that said, not everyone will have your vision, and that's okay because God gave you your vision and that's your vision. It's not theirs. So they don't see from the same lens. And it's true. You know, I don't expect anyone to like understand. I mean, it's cool if they do, but I don't expect anyone to understand my vision because it is mine. And that's why like it's my goals, it's my destiny, it's my route, and it's okay if not everyone understands, you know. But I totally understand when they like come in between our vision, our podcast. You know what I mean? It is upsetting, but at the end of the day, we have to like follow our dreams and what we like. And I'm sorry, I hate to do this, but speaking about El Salvador, I did want to say that you know, El Salvador currently is going through, El Salvador and Guatemala, they are being affected by a tropical storm, Amanda, and as you guys know, Central America is, you know, compounded by third world countries that have a lot of poverty, a lot of people who live in, you know, houses that aren't even made from like a real structure. They're made from like, I don't even know what type of like things are made out of, but it's just not like real homes. So now with this storm, a lot of people in El Salvador, or over 40,000 people, have lost their homes. And I'm talking like poor people that not only now have they lost their homes and their belongings, but with everything going on with COVID-19, they haven't had the opportunity to make income. So if you think here in the United States we're going through financial hardship, you don't even know what the people from El Salvador and Guatemala are going through. So if you find it in the kindness of your heart and you're listening to this podcast and you want to support Hector, you want to support both me and Rosslyn, you want to support Amigas y Latinas, I ask from the bottom of my heart, if you guys can donate. And listen, $20 that you donate will feed a family of 4 in El Salvador. So I ask from the bottom of your heart, if you can donate $5, $1, I swear we would be so grateful. I'm just gonna give a website really quick. If you guys can go to esxvos.com, you guys can donate there. It's a reliable, you know, website. All of the money that goes into there will go to feed families in El Salvador. You guys, they put stories on their Instagram. And you know, and there's a saying in Spanish that says, hoy por mí, mañana por ti. And maybe you can imply that into your life. You know, today maybe you help someone else, and tomorrow maybe you'll be in need of help, and you know, your fellow brothers and sisters will be here for you. So if you guys can find it in the kindness of your heart to donate, we will truly appreciate it.
I what is it? My name is Hector Aguilar, and I support this message.
Yes. No,
No,
seriously.
I mean, if you really think about it, it's like a bag of hot Cheetos and like a
Yeah.
Gatorade.
It's Starbucks for you and your boo. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That thing's like
No,
$10.
seriously.
So yeah.
Exactly.
I'll get your Venmo after this, and then I'll send you some cash. I'm broke myself, but like it could always be worse, and it is worse for somebody else. So.
Yeah, no, and you know, I lived in El Salvador, and I see how like the poverty that goes over there. I lived up 30 minutes from the frontera of Guatemala, so I've even experienced the poverty in Guatemala, you know, and it's just so crazy. If one thing I can share that changed my life moving to El Salvador at 17 years old was definitely seeing how genuine happy people are with so little.
Mm-hmm.
Here we have, oh God, we have so much, and
It's not
we're
enough.
still talking shit. Yeah, we're still
Yeah.
like, I don't like this. I don't have this cable or whatever it is, you know. And over there, people, kids, like just with one doll, and they can be a 99 cents doll that you give them. Oh my, you've made like their whole year. Like, and it hits you in a different way. Like I swear, unless you experience it, you truly don't understand how privileged we are here, you know. So just with everything going on and just seeing like the videos and just everything, it truly breaks my heart. So I feel like if, you know, we have this platform, if we can get 5 people, if only 5 people that are listening to this podcast donate $20, that's $100. That's gonna feed 20 people. That's gonna feed 4 to 5 families. So that's it. I'm exiting right now. No, just kidding. But yeah, so
No, but yeah, I mean, that's very poor country, Salvador, Guatemala. Like, I mean, there's poor countries everywhere, but like for sure for me, like when I would go visit Guatemala, my grandparents' house is made of adobe. It was
exactly.
literally like mud. That's mud, right?
Yeah.
And like the restroom was like way like like you had to walk like 45 steps to get to the restroom. There was no door
outside.
outside, like zancudos everywhere.
Yeah.
And like hopefully you found toilet paper. It's really poor, and like there's like culebras, there's like animals everywhere, and it's so poor. Like the kitchen, like I wish I had pictures, but
Yeah.
the kitchen is just all adobe and like a comal.
Yeah.
So that with water, like that's gone like in an hour, because we can't afford to have like concrete or cement.
Yeah, and the level of happiness when I lived there, the level of happiness, I've never experienced that type of happiness. I swear, kids are so happy, like with the balls that they have over there. Obviously, not everyone, right? There's like different, just like here, there's different types of like economy, different types of neighborhood and everything. But the balls aren't even like real balls; they're made out of like such a thin material, and they cost like $1, and the kids are so genuinely happy playing at night in the woods. Like, it's
simpler
crazy.
times, I think.
Yeah.
Like I remember like with my cousins, they would get so happy just to make cakes with mud. I'm like, you're making cakes with mud right now? Like, that's not fun. But they would love it. They were like, yeah, let's make all this layered cake. And I'm like, you're gonna get so dirty though. But they will like it,
Yeah. No, so it's really eye-opening.
Yeah.
Truly eye-opening.
Definitely. So if you can like help out, and just in any organization, like, or just, you don't even have to donate, if just do like a kind act, when you're in the street, be nice to somebody. Like, if you just do that throughout your day, like that will change the world. Just imagine like if one person would do something kind every day.
It would be a different world.
Like, for example, when I go to Starbucks, this happened to me several times. When I go to Starbucks and the person in front of me has paid for me.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, like that happens to me.
Wow, that's
and then
cool.
So I go ahead and like do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh shoot, okay.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So if we're just kind, do one kind act, donate if we can. It's okay. And just do it.
Yeah, the world will be a better place.
Yeah.
Isn't that what we're trying to do? Just leave it better for future generations.
Definitely.
It's like everywhere you go, school, a job, friendships, just better than when we got there. And I mean, they say I didn't like that saying because I guess because I was young, but now that I'm older, I'm like it's true. The youth is wasted on the young. I feel like had we known these things when we were younger, we would have worked better, harder. At least in
Oh,
my
yeah.
personal experience, to make it a better place for. And now people tell me, "Oh, you're still young," and I'm like, "Oh, in the grand scheme of things, yes, right." Like,
But
Yeah,
it's okay.
how old are you?
I'm 31, 32 in a few months.
Oh, I'm 31.
Okay.
Okay, September. You?
September.
I don't want to
7.
say pass.
September what?
7.
23rd.
Oh, what? 20. That's cool.
Libra.
I think I'm the other one. Whatever is not Libra.
Yeah, the one before Libra.
Yeah.
I just don't mind.
You're Virgo. You're a Virgo.
Yeah, that one. People tell me I'm not like that, but I mean, it's to each their own. I just I dismiss that, but I know a lot of close friends that are like live and swear by it. That I'm in their life because I'm what did you say I was?
Virgo?
Yeah. So they're like, me and you, like we're compatible. I thought because we were friends, not because of the month
I thought you liked me. That's because of my sign.
You don't gotta say your age or your sign, but yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but
I'm a Taurus. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know what that means, so I'm just gonna.
She's a full 27.
She's a what?
Like 28. She's
I'm 27.
Like 28.
That's cool.
No, but going back to what you're saying, it's never changing the subject. I mean, going back to the original subject.
I like the transition.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how old, like it doesn't, age. I mean, it goes back to actually me.
Define you.
Yeah, me not wanting to answer my age, because age is just nothing but a number. It really is. I've met people, I'm not even kidding, who are like 22 and they're acting like they're 30 something by the way they speak, by the way they act. And then I've met people who are in their late 50s, early 50s, whatever, and they have such a young soul. Like, it doesn't matter. So it goes back with what you just said, that what's that quote that you said?
The youth is wasted on the young.
Exactly, but not really, because if you decide to change your ways from whatever it is, whether you had like a negative past or whatever your past is at 40, so what? That means from 40 to the end of your your physical life, then you're gonna make a change in the world. It sucks when you've lived a whole ass life and you decided to just be your negative ass self or not change your ways or whatever. Like, age is really, at least in my mind, it's nothing but a number. It's sing it, sister.
I don't know the rest of the lyrics. Na.
No, but really, I feel like it's never too late to do nothing. I always tell my mom this: never, it's never too late.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. The best day to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best day is today.
Yep.
That's one thing about this show. It's a lot of quotes, a lot of good quotes get shared.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So you had mentioned that you had been in jail. What did you go to?
Oh, dude, yeah. The crowd's not ready for that.
That's a whole ass other episode.
Yeah, that's
you want to share that in our podcast?
Maybe, yeah.
Hey, this is like a actual invitation, right, Rosslyn?
Yeah, this is an official invitation.
An on-air invitation.
I mean, I've been in jail too.
Yeah, you don't gotta share.
I've been in jail too. Oh my
god! If you're not in jail, like I don't know.
I mean,
like, what are you doing with your life?
I know.
No, if you've never been young and stupid, you'll never be old and wise. See, it's like, I got these for days. Like, so, I mean, yeah. I mean, if you guys are sincere, yeah, I'd love to. I mean, I just feel like I'm not qualified. Like, you guys have like legit.
What?
Oh my god! Stop!
Oh my god! We actually do not have qualifications.
Exactly.
I'm still not good enough. I don't meet the bar.
Hey, you gotta stop saying that.
Yeah, you do. Remember, you are what you believe.
Yeah,
you need to stop saying I'm this, I'm that. No, you are. Like, come on, you have a whole ass podcast. You have us on here. Like, ¿qué más? Mm-hmm. Hey, you make ceviche. You make cocktail. Come on.
I burn the water.
No, she really does.
Facts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a cook. You're the editor. She's the cook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah, I'm more like the other part. You know what I mean? I
Yin
test
and
the
yang.
food.
Yin and
No,
yang.
yeah, no, it really is. Like even the way that it works, just with everything, even like our friendship, it
Yeah.
is a balance of things. Whatever I'm strong in, or whatever she's strong in, like it's just
We
it.
complement each other.
Yeah, definitely. You
Yeah.
know, because in our podcast, I feel like I do more of the marketing and like the editing, and then but she's more of the getting guests and just overall, like I think we just complement each other in everything, just in life, and even just pushing each other. Both of us are very hold each other accountable for everything that we do,
Yeah.
and I think you really need that because when you find somebody like that, you kind of have to hold on to them because there's not a lot of people like that. I met a lot of people and they're not all motivating or inspirational or want to follow up on you. Hey, did you do this? Hey, what happened? Hey, you know what I mean? So I really appreciate our friendship that we have, and I really feel like everybody needs a friend like that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and making it more like relatable. Both Rosslyn and I, we have bad days. Like, I've struggled with anxiety that I've coped with in the last few years, and I've trained myself to get better, but I still have bad days, and I let her know, like, oh, I don't have the motivation today, or I'm stressed about this and that. So to have someone, whether that's a friend, a family member, that like pushes you and like really understands you, it does truly make a difference, So I encourage everyone that if you have a friend who's going through stuff or who is sharing with you good news, bad news, like be that person. You never know when you can change someone's life. And I feel like that's such a accomplishment to have, to know that you were that person who held that person accountable, who pushed that person, who helped that person get through stuff. I feel like that's such a huge a personal accomplishment that you can have as a friend, as a brother, as a sister, as a mom, as a dad, as just a person helping another human being out, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
It's so good to see. I've been fortunate, a lot of behind the scenes work. Everybody says like, I don't, not that I don't believe in being self-made. I did it on my own. I'm like, dude, I've had so many people help me. Like I couldn't have been this, I'm not that far up on the totem pole, but I couldn't have done it by myself. I've had so many great mentors, my family, my friends, like my support group is amazing. That's why I've been able to accomplish what I accomplished, because not only do they believe in me, but like you guys, they push me, they hold me accountable. Like, oh, dude, we just did a Zoom just for me and a few friends. Like, dude, what's up with the running? Like, you're falling way too far behind pace, right? Like, things I have to do, but they're like, nobody's gonna know that these conversations. They just like, you gotta hold yourself accountable. You're saying these things, like, do them. And that great quote, you want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, go together. And I think you guys together are gonna go really far.
Oh, thank you. And I kind of like feel about the self-made. I know I talked to a lot of people and they feel like, well, yeah, it's not self-made because I had other people. Yeah, they did help you, but at the end of the day, like it's up to you. Because I can have a lot of people sending messages, hey, what happened? Hey, with this, but if I don't do it, it doesn't get done. So I feel that you have a lot to do with it. You have to surround yourself with positive people and like-minded people, but at the end of the day, it's all on you. If you succeed or if you fail, it's you. Exactly. So I do believe in self-made.
I agree.
But you do have help.
So we got about 6 minutes left because Zoom did us dirty yet again. This is crazy. Never done it. They've done it once, and now they've done it 3 times today. But
yeah,
I want to make sure you guys get enough time. Did I miss anything? Anything you guys want to talk about?
No, I think we covered everything.
Marce?
Yeah, I did want to give say a quote, and it's
Hold on. Time out. This is not the words of wisdom yet. This is
okay. I thought.
Yeah. Okay, no. This is
okay.
Go ahead and well, I mean.
Well, dijo que tenía que cocinar. She's trying to throw her wisdom right now.
Plug your show, your YouTubes, your pages, everything. Right.
Okay.
Here.
All right, so you can find us, everyone. You guys can find Amigas y Latinas. We're a podcast open to the Latino, the Hispanic community. We want to showcase all the entrepreneurs, all the social media influencers, all the people who have struggled, who have made it, who are on their journey to making it. We want to put them on. So you guys can follow us at Amigas y Latinas. We are on Spotify, on iTunes, on Podbean. You guys can also find us on Facebook and on Instagram as Amigas y Latinas. And then personally, Marce, you guys, I have a YouTube channel. You guys can find me at Marcela TV on YouTube. On Instagram, I am _Marcela. And yeah, follow us.
Yeah, and then for me, you can find me at I am Rosslyn TV on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and on TikTok. Just one word.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this isn't the self-help podcast by any means, but we have a little tradition here called Words of Wisdom. It could be about anything and about everything. Short spiel, 10-minute essay. Well, not 10 minutes because we don't have the time today.
Hey,
And
don't
there's
tell
two
me
of you.
twice. Just kidding.
But,
4 minutes, Marce.
Just something for the audience so that they can be like, when they end the episode, they go on that run. They YouTube how to do that cooking channel. They, just get light a little fire under their ass.
Okay, so I wanted to provide a quote, which goes, "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams, live the life you've imagined." And the reason why I chose this quote is because I want all of our followers to just do what makes you happy. Don't be scared. Don't let fear, uncertainty, doubt, whatever negative emotions that you have, take them out. Don't let them interfere in your journey to success. Do what you want. And I think all three of us, me, Rosslyn, and Hector, I think we are an example of that no matter, we don't give a fuck what people think. We are here exposing ourselves and we're following our dreams. So you guys should do that too.
Yeah. And then for me, just real quick, as we're all, I hope that we're all Laker fans and Kobe fans, definitely. But one of the things that just really kind of gets me going, or that my husband usually tells me, like, let's say if I'm feeling down or I just feel like, oh, I don't want to do this, but I have to, it's like I always have the Mamba mentality. And seriously, like, that just like pushes you, because if you see Kobe, everything that he's done, and the type of work ethic he had and everything, the first one practicing, the last one there at the game. So it's just like, I think that Mamba mentality is everything. So we should always enforce that every day.
Yes.
Beautiful. Once again, Rosslyn, Marce, thank you for joining me. Thanks for coming on here. You can find them at Amigas y Latinas. Thank you guys for listening. I'll try to do better next time. Remember, if no one loves you, Hector loves you. See you next time.
All right. And we'll see you on our podcast. Okay.
For sure. I'm down.
All right.
Cool. Bye, everyone. Thanks for having us.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, girls.
Bye.